Hey, it's Nick, and I want to talk about the stuff that's been happening with VJojo and Ironmouse. What has been happening is unfathomable. It's something where I can't comprehend how stupid you have to be like on the VJojo side of things to screw up this badly. A mismanagement of funds, mismanagement of talent, mismanagement of so many things. There's clearly going to be very clear legal recourse that's going to be happening, and the amount of money that is being said that they're not being paid or haven't forwarded, we do know for certain that they haven't paid a charity over $500,000. Fortunately, our Ironmouse has opened up a Tiltify thing, which has been blowing way past that $500,000. Last time I checked, it was at $850,000 raised within a day, and it's probably going to break $1 million, maybe by the time I'm editing this or not. But editing Nick here, and yeah, $1 million, 700,000. Congratulations, Ironmouse! You have done that in record time. So that just to show how much support everyone's giving for Ironmouse and the Immune Deficiency Fund for what's been happening with the VJojo. It's insane, the story that's just been happening with VJojo and Ironmouse. But I wanted to take a moment and discuss agencies in the Streamerverse and why this is not going to be the first time this has happened, and it's not going to be the last time it's happened, and why I feel that streamers in general should stay away from any kind of agency, and any streamer should be focusing on building and growing their own business and team instead of seeking out an agency. One of the lies I see peddled around when not speaking directly to agencies, but seeing other streamers who are a part of an agency or maybe making their own stream team and all that, is that they really want to push you to join because they make the excuse that they can help you grow your channel, when in reality they are just there to be pretty much as a pyramid scheme to try and make a little bit of money off of you and try to trick as many people as possible to do that sign up so that they can just take a percentage of your earnings for themselves. In reality, if you are a small streamer or any size streamer at all, you should not be joining these agencies. I would not recommend anybody to be joining these agencies, right? If sponsors aren't approaching you for sponsorships, you should not be joining an agency. And when companies do start approaching you for sponsorships, you should still not be joining an agency. If you need artwork, legal help, social media management, all that fun stuff, a lot of those skills are something that every streamer should be having and developing. A part of the journey of becoming a streamer and doing all this is you are developing skills along the way. Just wanting to be a talent in front of a camera, nothing wrong with that. But if you just want to be in front of a camera and everything and not have any kind of dealings with your own personal brand or anything, what are you doing on Twitch? Go be an actor or somewhere. Go sign up with a talent agency to be becoming acting and everything. I feel like a lot of people just want to sit in front of a camera at home, talk about it, do nothing, and not have to worry about how people are going to see their video and everything. They just want to sit in a camera and get paid. I'm doing now. Anyways, if you're an independent streamer, you should remain independent, no matter how big or large you grow, or no matter how much you think it'll be, catapult your career quicker and faster. The reality is that's lightning, and every creator is trying to create lightning, including the agencies. If you notice, a lot of agencies, a lot of smaller agencies right now, they're really peddling. They're really peddled by smaller streamers, trying to push other people's to join just so that they can get a cut of your revenue. That's the only reason why they're trying to join. They really don't care how successful you become, and there's really not anything different that they can do that you can't do yourself. For instance, if you want sponsors, go join Stream Elements. They got the sponsor board and everything. You can go do it. The only issue is you need to build an audience. You need to become a streamer. And that's not easy to do. It's hard to do. It's really hard to do, but you really need to be focusing on, you know, making content, streaming short hours, streaming content that's actually entertaining to the viewers, actually interacting with your viewers, but also you need to be managing your socials. You need to be managing and growing your socials independently from it, right? Like you got to be focused. You kind of got to learn the ways that, like, you know, what TikTok and Shorts plays into things, what YouTube does, you know, for the long form content, right? You know, why is it that individual YouTube videos do better than just re-uploaded re-streams from a stream that's later, you know, right? Like there's a whole lot of different variables into it, and it's all different for anyone. You know, if you're making content that's just chatting, you know, it's pretty easy to just get clips of, like, you know, funny jokes and everything and post those out on TikTok and YouTube and everything. But the whole point of what I'm trying to say is you should be learning the skills to manage your social media. You should be learning the skills to manage your own IP, your own content. You should be learning those skills. And joining an agency is taking those skills, and you're now having your own funds potentially down the road mismanaged by someone who you don't know and most likely you can't trust. And that's what this video is no streamer should be joining an agency. None. Right? Like if you join an agency, all the sponsorship profits that you could be getting for things that could be improving your stream is now going to an agency. That to me is just not right. You know, it's like really shady. Like the best way I can describe it is like really shady, really shady, like music industry practices where you get a really bad contract and it ruins your career. That's what agencies, I feel, are doing now. In the streamer space, and it's just a lot of people just trying to get their hands in the cookie jar, right? As a streamer, you should be protecting your own cookie jar, right? And you should be building and developing the skills and tools needed to build your own brand, your own company, and building your own team, right? Like a lot of things that agencies are trying to offer you are just things that you can just freelance out, right? Like if you need help editing or need help promoting your social media, you can just freelance that out to somebody and pay them their own set wages one time and not have to worry about getting stuck in a contract with agencies and everything, right? You can be freelancing this out or hiring your own team when you get large enough to be managing it yourself, and you can be the one making the contracts to protect your brand, your identity, your fun. I feel like the fall of VShojo is like the perfect example on what can go wrong and what will go wrong with talent agencies in the streamerverse, right? It's going to be people who these agencies are run by people who just want to profit off of your talent and not really do any work, right? Like outside of, you know, maybe being able to put up funds that you don't have immediately, you know, up front. What are these talent agencies really doing for you? You know, merch, you can go source that yourself. You can hire someone yourself, right? And if you're a large enough streamer, right? And here's the thing, I can understand why people wanted to like just spearhead and do this as fast as possible immediately, and that's why they might want to go to talent agencies to spearhead this, but you should not be doing this. I feel like you should just be playing the long and sustainable game, much like the way Shy Lily has done, who is a VTuber who completely rejected VShojo and stayed independent. And I feel like that was a really good call on her part, and it really protected her brand, her IP, and her finances. And you know, I feel like I feel really bad for all the other content creators that were in VShojo that now need to, you know, realize that they were screwed over by an agency and that literally just by leaving that, I remember seeing, I forget which one stated it, but one stated that they just became independent, left VJojo, and nothing changed. And that's kind of like the key thing that I wanted to make this video immediately, is seeing that and being like, yeah, duh. Because the agency's not actually doing anything to benefit you. If you can just leave the agency right now, no matter if you're on a stream team or if you're in with other stream teams or other agencies, it doesn't. If you can just leave that agency right now and nothing can change on your stream, there's going to be no downside or benefit. Then what's the point of being in that agency? They're just stealing money from you. And that's the whole point I feel with the VJojo is showing, is that if you're a streamer, you should not be joining an agency. You just shouldn't be. And I feel like the whole streamerverse, like agency, talent agencies and everything, is just a massive scam. And if you're a streamer on Twitch, no matter how small or large, you should be remaining independent. You should have complete control over your finances, over your agreements, and all that. And the agency is just there to steal your money. It's not there to make you a better streamer. It's not there to grow your channel. It's there to profit off your channel. And it just profits off of it by making it bigger. And experience that I've had in the past with joining a stream team myself, seeing other stream teams, most of the times you're going to see stream teams and agencies be ran by other streamers who are there to be the poster child, who are there to pretty much use the agency as a funnel toward them, like a pyramid scheme. And I think that's what agencies on Twitch are becoming. They're becoming more of a pyramid scheme to siphon funds out of creators that could be used elsewhere to more benefit that creator. And I think it sucks that a lot of creators just don't have maybe the media literacy or the experience in the industry to kind of get that. But I feel that it's at the point now where VJojo is just showing how wrong it is in this industry to have an agency and to be going after agencies. I think the best thing you can do as a creator is, again, build your own team, focus on securing your own finances, your own deals, your own agreements, your own sponsorships. And it's one of those things where if you're a big enough streamer, if you become a big enough streamer and you create a big enough stream, sponsors are going to come seek you. And there's also other tools out there like bounty boards and, Stream Elements that will have sponsor boards for you to join random sponsorships for like all those crappy mobile games. I know it sucks, but hey, it's a sponsor content that will pay you. You do not need an agency for you to be able to do that. And it's one of those skills that you should learn as a streamer, as a business owner, and as someone who's going to be in the streamer space. With all that said, I wish the best for all the creators on VJojo, and I hope that, this gets sorted in the court of law very quickly and efficiently, and those who are responsible are held to the highest account of the law. And from what I've heard from YouTube lawyers such as Legal Mindset, with the video of it below, it's been eye-opening to say the least that what is going on. And I hope that my perspective and experiences for Twitch and everything can at least help a small creator out there that may be considering an agency to prevent them from not joining an agency and not being scammed out of potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars down the road, because that's what agencies want. They want to scam you out of hundreds of thousands of dollars and profit off of it and try to get away with it. That's how I view agencies, and I feel that no one should be joining an agency on Twitch or as a live streamer. You should be managing and developing your own skills and your own business. And with that said, this is Nick. This is Skittles. Yeah, I'll see you next time in the next video. Should they like and subscribe? Take that as a yes.